Hey guys, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Crusader Kings II, where we are playing as the chiefdom of Connachta in Ireland. We started off at the Viking Age, which I believe is a 867 start. Don't quote me on that though. And not a lot happened last episode. We did get married. We got our heir, who is our son, married. And in the meantime, we are trying to fabricate a claim on Brittany so we can create the Duchy of Connacht. And we've taken the hunting focus. So, once again, we basically have another farmer who basically his boar got out and created a bunch of piglets, and we're going to take the money because we need the money right now. If we're going to be able to not only fabricate claims and ultimately create a duchy, we need money. And one of the inherent weaknesses, and we talked about it last time, was that tribal societies, which right now most of Ireland is tribal. It is very difficult to, because you're not feudal, you just don't make a ton of money. It also doesn't help us, just to be kind of frank, that this guy is very much so enamored with Pope Nicholas. Pope Nicholas needs to go away, and his successor just needs to be this terrible, terrible human being. That would tickle me pink. But my gut tells me that Pope Nicholas is probably not going to go away. And so this is my kinsman that I believe my son was training. He is now of legal age, and he has become Midas touched, which is a good thing because he potentially could be a good steward. In fact, I guarantee you that there will come a point where we will get a random event where he asks us to replace our current steward because he is better. And kind of shut that down. And considering that I really don't care about this guy, you've got the job. You have got the job. So we're going to ask you to build our legend here. So that's a big upgrade. How old is this bishop? 38. He just turned 39. Good for him. He is terrible. And in fact, oh man, who is this? My wife would make a much better spy master. But we will... Does she have an ambition? She wants to become spy master. Interesting. Well, my gut tells me that's probably not going to happen. But I think I get a bigger boost from having her as my spy. Yeah, I really do think we get a bigger boost from having her as my spouse. She'll just have to hold off on that. And my son, who is a good chancellor, 17 is a very decent score for that. He needs to just go ahead and fabricate this claim. Unfortunately, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it. And okay, so it looks like Jorvik has ended their war, and in doing so, they have just absolutely taken 3/4 of Northumbria. So now there is a Viking stronghold in the northern part of England, and that is going to do a couple of things. How is that beneficial for us? Well, number one, it will keep Scotland, the Welsh kingdoms, Mercia, not Northumbria, but East Anglia and Wessex in check. Hopefully that's going to mean that we're not going to see a strong English crown, or Welsh crown for that matter, emerge early on, which could potentially create some problems because, if someone were smart and they were able to unite the Welsh crowns, the Welsh then could just strictly go across what is the Sea of Ireland and easily pick us off. So I'm going to train my dog personally. Why not? I'm an old man. I don't have anything to do. My wife is way younger than me. She doesn't like me that much, so I'm fairly positive that not a whole lot's going on there. Son, what about his wife? Is she pregnant? She needs to get pregnant. They need to have another baby. They need to have a boy. We need to see a third generation. Otherwise, it could be game over for us. Not necessarily. I will say that there is a chance that, given that we do have some kinsmen and they're within our line, we could continue to play as them. But they definitely need to have another kid. And we need to fabricate a claim. We really need to fabricate a claim. Let's take a look at this. So Brithny. Brithny, he's a little bit of a lackadaisical leader. His heir, though, is going to be formidable. Could I kill him? I don't think I can. And that's what scares me. I would prefer to fabricate a claim and go ahead and conquer Brithny before that heir takes over, because that heir has a beastly martial score. I would also like to conquer it in hopes that we could boost our income, because right now we're not making them. We're making 0.12 ducats per month, which really equates to a little over 1 ducat per year. Meanwhile, this character, he is doing much better. Let's take a look at this. Kildara. Let's get a falcon. Let's get a falcon. Let's see maybe if we can become a falconer. Oh man, diplomacy skill went up. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, we had terrible diplomacy, but that's what I'm talking about. So, son, still no heir. It's not been that long though, so. Let's see if anything else noteworthy has happened. Oh, and there we go. So the Magyars have settled, and you actually do have Hungary. So it looks like we now have a Hungarian, I'm assuming, king? Yes. He is the king of Hungary. He is the victorious. Alright, in the past months you have been spending a lot of time outside, training your trusty hunting dog. You find that the combination of daily physical exercise and fresh air are doing wonders for your health and constitution. So we now gain the trait Diligent, which is a great trait to get because it gives us +1 in every trait. So we'll take a look at ourselves while it's paused. You can see that things have gotten better. Our overall levy size has gone up. And that's not bad. This guy, to be old, is actually pretty good. So we got another random event that popped up that says a group of hedge knights have come to visit Canacta. We've met with them and asked for my reply. Gregarious is another great trait. Primarily because it increases vassal opinion. So we'll pay 1 gold for that. That's definitely worth that. Which now we're getting real close. We're up to 50 with the bishop. We just need, like I said, we need Nicholas. We need to either do something to. We need to get that up. We need to get to over 59. So we need to get that up 10 more points. May not happen, but if it does, we will then begin to not only receive the church's levies, but we'll get taxes from the churches. So another random event. The Hedge Knights have participated in a minor tournament together with our knights in Canacta. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds had been severely injured. I can lose a gold. send him on his way, or I can allow them to stay a while and recover. We'll lose the prestige. Let them recover. Why not? And it looks like another year has ticked over, which is good. Hopefully our son can... Oh, and we get another... we'll just gain some more prestige. Give them another gold. Hedge Knights. Apparently they are on the move, and they really like us. What has our son done? He's not the worst ruler in the world. Sure, why not? We'll keep gaining. That's amazing to see the Hedge Knight thing. Apparently tournaments are a big deal. So, let's see. Is his wife pregnant yet? She is not pregnant. Let's take a look at their daughter. So she is what, 2 now? She's 1, and she's gained some traits. Maybe she will be worth something. And I say that, I mean, it's really not, it sounds horrible. My wife has heard me talk about that when I play this. Oh, she'll be great to marry off. And but that's kind of, unless you go feudal and you adopt the right type of succession law where women can inherit too, realistically, daughters are great because daughters allow you to marry them off to other rulers and form alliances. So the new bird is almost too perfect. I enjoy every hunt with her, and the cook has trouble finding new recipes for rabbit. So we're going to go ahead and take this. Become a falconer, which basically gives us +1 diplomacy. So he is now a falconer. He is the man. He's a lot of things in his old age. '63. Wonder if he's going to buck the trend. If he lives to 65, it will be the oldest that I've ever had this starting ruler in Connacht to live. So we're kind of going for that. So we have now fabricated a claim. So it will cost us... Oh man, does not cost us a whole lot of gold. We lose 50 prestige, which we can afford that. So we're going to use it. I'm going to pause it and take a look. He is not at war. So let's take a look. Does he have any pacts? Only non-aggressive, or non-aggression pacts. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to enforce this claim. Well, let's make sure. He doesn't have a lot of money. That's fine. And we can easily beat him. So, gosh, what to do. We are going to declare war on him. We're going to claim Brittany. So we are now at war, and we will go to our military screen and we will call our vassals. And let's take a look at these. So we've got basically 1 column, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and march them in there and start it right back up. And in fact, before we do that though, I think it would be wise to... Wait, that's me. And I guess that is the risk that I run. Let's take a look at this group. So our next best commander is an 11. We'll go with a higher martial score. So this should be interesting. Should get a defender's bonus. Possibly. But I think this is a battle we can easily win. So it looks like that, yeah, they've got 2 flanks. And so far, so good. Let's see what happens here. I think we will win because we've broken their morale. Yes, we should win. Yes. Alright, so there's a good victory. So while we wait, we will begin to siege down this holding. And with sieges, because it is a tribal, because it is tribal land, it's great for us because ultimately it's easy to siege now. Now this bishopric may be a little more challenging. We'll see if we have enough troops to siege it down. We may have to fight him again on the field of battle. Hopefully our character will not die. So, another one of these random events, outbreak of disease in the camps. That's great. We just want to siege this down. And let's see, if he were to try to come back, he could, in theory, do a counter siege, but we at least need to get this down. So, it looks like that army is there. He's just going to hang out. Poor guy. So we're basically taking this down every 12 days. We're reducing the morale of the defenders by 9.3%. In 36 days, this should reach 0, and we will, excuse me, own this holding. So once again, the defenders launched an unsuccessful raid. That's another random event that can happen. You can see it went down from 20-something to 5.75. We should get a victory. And we'll see if we have enough troops. We may not have enough troops. We'll check that real quick. Do we have? No, we do not. So, in the meantime, we're now up to 48% war score, which it will tick. And I want to move back to my territory, gather up some additional levies, and then potentially, hopefully, this will give us the opportunity maybe to move in on him in our absence. And I think if we defeat him on the field of battle again, we will be able to be a little victorious, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to march in, fight him. We can't siege down that bishopric. We just don't have enough bodies. Did he retake that? He did. That was dumb of me. So we're going to fight him again. We should easily break him again. Get some more war score. We'll re-siege it down. That was a blunder by me. I didn't even think about that. We should have just engaged him as is. So we'll win another decisive battle. Bumps the score up to 36%. So now this should go much quicker. 18% every time. So we'll siege this down, and when he comes back, we'll attack him. That is just the right thing to do. Yeah, that was not smart on my part. But the good news is this is going down quite fast. In 24 days, less than a month, that will work out. We will tell Sun, since he's now fabricated a claim on that, we'll move him south. And Eureka. We should. Okay, there we go. So we're at 67%. And we're going to fight him once again on the field of battle. Even though he seems pretty adamant that he's going to move. Now this could be a little risky, as we could die in the field of battle. But we do have superior numbers. And it does look like we are taking out the morale of that center flank quite nicely. Okay, so Roth. Oh man. Roth is a good thing. It can be a good thing, let's put it that way. And we've won another battle, and we're up to 81%. So we're going to actually follow this guy, because I want to engage him once again in the field of battle. Also want to make a little stop in my territory to be able to do all that good stuff. Hopefully maybe pick up some more troops and then fight him again. We'll head south. Get there. So now to head south, try to cut him off. We should get a little bit of a tick on our war score because we do hold his chief holding, but we may have to fight him again. So we're going to try to engage him in the south of Ireland. I think if we can beat him a few more times, we'll get up to 100%, which is what we want. So we're going to fight him in the south of Ireland. Does he have a defender bonus? No, but this should go quickly. So we killed, I believe, the heir. We didn't kill the king, but we killed the heir, or we killed an important person. Let's just put it that way. So we're now fighting, and we have once again claimed victory. So we're going to march all the way back to his place, kind of shadow him. 95%. Will he accept peace? He will not accept peace until we are at 100%. So we will have to wait. One more battle, though, should do it. Oh, please stay alive, old man. You are 64. Do not give up the ghost quite just yet. We need you to win one more battle before we turn it over to our son. So we're going to march through, and we clearly can't siege this. But if we can, like I said, if we can fight him one more time, that should give us the 5% that we need, and we need to get there so we can engage him in battle. He's trying to move south, and we did. We caught it. This should go over pretty quickly. That's fantastic. So 100%. We'll pause it. We'll offer our terms. So we've usurped this title. And it now tells me that one title can be created. But to create this, it looks like, wow, 193. So we're not going to do that. We're going to march these guys down. And we're going to take a look at our holdings. We are... we need to disband these guys. I don't even need to march them. Oh, never mind. We need to be in friendly territory. So we're going to march them down and then disband them. We did pick up an additional vassal who he really doesn't like us either. So we're not really getting a benefit from the church. But it looks like our son is heir to... Well, let's take a look at this. It will be interesting to see. I'm not getting a message that says that title loss on secession, so I'm not too worried about that. We should be united. And now we've just got to find a way to get some money. But we did get quite a bit of prestige, and so we're going to go ahead and spend that. Not all of it, but just a little bit. Which we can't really spend it, so scratch that idea. We're just going to continue to let things play out. But you can notice that our army levies, once this goes away, which... Oh, back to the hunt. So, new administration will go away 874 in a year and a half, and that goes away next year. So we should get the perks of all that good stuff. It looks like my wife converted to Catholicism. She was probably Orthodox. So she likes me a little more now. Let's check out my son. Are they expecting a baby yet? I do not think so. So be it, though. So we will just continue to wait, and that kind of is the name of the game right now. Let's see. We may want to look at this. Let's go to religion. We may want to appoint a successor here. Ugh. You really don't like me that much, do you? You could be a decent one, though. So, once again, we're hunting the stag. You may actually be a good one. We're going to appoint you the successor. We'll try to keep some of our line in there to give us the opportunity maybe to get a vassal who actually likes us so we can collect money from the church. So we spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You're sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure, so I can lose 20 prestige and gain the trait humble, or I can get proud. We'll take proud. Why not? He's an old man. Y'all gonna create an heir? Maybe, maybe not. She's depressed. Well, that's not good. That really is not good. So this would be detached priest. Ooh, he is just not good. So it would appear that his father is the court chaplain. Alright. Although I could use him. This actually may be worth it to try to find someone who has some good traits. Let's see if there are any geniuses. She's a twin. Oh. How old are you? You're 2. Yeesh. But he does have some younger siblings. It would be nice to bring a genius to court. Interesting. I think we may want to try to do that. Is he worth anything though? He's greedy and he's cruel. We may save that one. Knowing that there's a genius out there, if in the event that our son produces our son, which I hope they produce a son, Lord, then that could be a good spouse choice. So it is 873. We're waiting for July, I believe, 873, to see this new administration penalty go away, which would definitely help us on tax, reinforcement, and levy size. And let's check the intrigue. We don't know of any plots. Because we have not formed our duchy and we need money, we can't change any laws that actually help us. Now, some of them, I think there are some people who would say, well, if you go ahead and you change, and that may be what we do. This guy's getting ready to die. We're going to up our feudal. We don't have any feudal. We don't have any feudal lieges, so we'll go ahead and get that. I did that last time and it seemed to work pretty well in terms of how my income looked. So we shall wait. Let's see, did they do anything to this holding? This holding actually is pretty decent, to be completely honest. Okay, so my steward tells me that his efforts in praising my name and deeds have been met with great success. A small army of warriors have converged, ready to serve me. I just need to make sure they have someone to fight within a year, lest they become troublesome. So, I'm afraid though... Oh, okay, well, what we need to do is we need to generate a claim. Going to war with those guys could be very beneficial to us. You... Do you have any important packs? No. You would be a great target. Alright, son. You need to generate a claim. But it would appear that we are out of time. So we're going to go ahead and pause it, make a cut, and we'll pick back up. But it was a good episode. We were able to conquer Brittany, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, give us a like, leave us a comment. If you want to continue to see more content, subscribe, as we will be putting, or really I will be, and when I do my co-ops, we will be putting out additional content. But y'all be good, and we will talk to you soon.